My week was good, man. You know, as long as I'm close to you, it's always
Everything
good.
is good. Okay.
Otherwise, how are you doing and how was yours?
It was fine. It was good. I just hate the weather. It's getting much more cold, and I don't like it when it's freezing. But well, it is what it is.
We are going to our second winter. It's your second also, right?
Yeah.
It's my second winter. But
The real deal.
we never get used to it. I'm happy that we have come to our sixth episode. It means we are moving one step at a time. Journey of 1,000. It starts with one pace.
Oh yes, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Mr. and Mrs. MBETSA. Today we are so excited to be doing our 6th episode of our podcast. Thank you so much guys for your support. Thank you for coming back to our channel. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for listening to us. We hope you're going to enjoy today's episode.
We want to talk about goal setting, but not the traditional way, like telling people step by step.
Smart
if you
goals,
want,
blah blah blah.
We are not going to do that way. Because everyone knows about that. Each and every year at this time that we are getting towards, on the around 26, 27, people will be ready writing down their New Year resolution.
Have you achieved your 2024 resolutions?
2024 resolutions. Because you know what I do sometimes. I think from 2022, 2023. In 2022, I wrote New Year's resolutions. I put them down. They were, my handwriting is super.
Yeah, and you like to write.
Then what happens? As the year goes by, I realized that some of the goals, or most of the goals, there was no way I was gonna attain them.
Why?
I decided to change them according to what is happening at the moment,
So things just change, and then you just have to revise them over and over again.
Revise them over and over, changing them. But at the end of the year, nothing was achieved on those written goals.
But isn't they say write it down, and then it can, when you write it down, then it can sink in your head, and then you can run with it. Why is it that sometimes we tend to go back to where we wrote our visions, our goals, and then scrabble there and change them often? We keep changing them even if they are on paper.
I think the reason is sometimes when we write those goals, we don't believe that I really want to achieve this. It's just a norm that at the end of the year you need to write something down as your New Year's resolutions, but without it in your heart.
Do you think wishes and goals are the same? Is there a difference between
There is, yeah.
and the goal?
Someone says if wishes were horses,
we will do alright.
Wishes is just, I believe it's just, it may not be something that you are pursuing, but it's something that you wish if you had it, or you wish if it was yours. But when it comes to goals, it's something that you really want to achieve in your life. So that's the difference there.
Between a wish and a goal.
So
I think sometimes we think we have goals when we've got wishes. For example, there's something that I wish to have.
You wish to have?
I wish to have money. Lots of it.
Money. Yes.
And then you find me writing in my diary that my goal for 2025 is I want to have lots of money. And I don't know where I'm gonna get this money or how I'm gonna get this money. But as the year progresses, I might even lose my job, change my job, and then I go back and I start changing that goal from I want lots of money to I want to be able to pay my rent on time. I want to be able to have enough for my bills.
Why do you change them? Because I think
Because of circumstances.
Sometimes the reason why you change them is you feel or you start to doubt yourself that how can I achieve this?
Exactly.
That's when you come to change them.
Yeah, the fear to tackle it, because sometimes the goals that we have, sometimes they'll be so big, like it looks so exhausting just to think about it, and like, am I gonna do this really? Yeah.
When it comes to dreaming, we can't set limits. Some say the sky is the limit, but others say the sky cannot limit us, because when it comes to dreams,
we are limitless.
Yeah, when it comes to dreams, you can dream as big as you can. That's the only place, dreamland. That's the only place where
your
imagination is endless, right?
Oh.
But when it comes to achievement of goals or having goals that you can pursue, I've come to identify 3 things that I believe a lot of people will miss on those 3 things.
What are
the
those
first
3
one
things?
is be, do, then you have. Most of us, we are worried about the doing part. Have you ever seen people who want to lose weight?
I'm one of them.
You're one of them.
Yeah.
These people, or you, what you always do most, you think about, I want to go on diet, I want to start panting, you are worried about the do. But the first step that you need to take is the be. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to start panting? So the be, it carries these 2 questions: the what and the why.
We must first of all identify what it is that we are looking to do and why we need it. So if for example I want to lose weight, I have to ask myself, okay, what do I want to do next year? I want to lose weight. Alright, why do I want to lose weight? Because I want to be healthy. Okay,
Yes.
How do I get healthy?
Exactly. So I'm saying everything starts in the mind. As long as the mind is not transformed, you may have 100 goals, but you may not even pursue one of them. So what you need to do is to believe it in your mind that I want to be healthy.
Okay.
For me to be healthy, that's when you go to the how part, the doing. For me to be healthy, okay, I'm overweight, I'm obese. So what should I do? Now that's when you can go to panting. Well, sometimes if you skip the B, the mindset, change of the mindset.
That's where I make changes.
Exactly. And sometimes that's when, for example, a person we want to lose weight, they go on a diet for 2 weeks, they lose 5 pounds.
And it's painful.
Yeah. Sometimes they lose 5 pounds. Or they can go to gym 2 weeks. Then when the body starts to be very painful, they leave it.
You just reminded me of a story. So beginning of this year, I wanted I had this goal to lose weight, and I scribbled in my diary, I want to join a gym. I registered myself, actually paid for the membership fees,
And you bought the
and
gym
I
clothes.
went straight to the shops. I got
Wow.
myself a nice pair of gym clothes. The painful part now.
Yes.
I started going. I enjoyed going the first 2 days. The third day, my legs were failing me. Oh, the fourth day, I think I skipped the fifth day, and then it was weekend, and I didn't go during the weekend. I went the following Monday. That was my last day.
That was your last day.
And my money just went phew, because I couldn't take it anymore. I think I didn't answer the why question.
Why you needed to go to the gym?
Yes, and I just jumped straight into the how part. In as much as gym is good and was good for me,
Yes.
I just couldn't handle the pain that came with it, and I gave up.
You gave
I
up.
changed my mindset, and then I thought to myself, maybe I could just try the other things that can make me lose weight, like banding or maybe reducing my portion. My main point is it gets painful sometimes, such that you give up on focusing on your goals.
Yes.
And this even happens in career, in business. You start something, you start a business, you are so hopeful and you are looking forward to achieving your targets, and then suddenly you encounter some pain, some changes, some
Yes.
losses,
Yep.
and then you just give up.
Yes. You know what? Work is always painful. That's why I was saying we shouldn't start on the do. What should I do? I want to change my career. What should I do? I want to lose weight. What should I do? Let's start from the mindset, because even when it comes to wealth creation, a lot of people, someone will come to you then say, you know what, Atenda, we are doing forex trading. I'm making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Then the next thing, you jump into forex trading. Why are you doing it? Because he said, I'm making money. That's peer pressure.
Yeah.
So I think it should start from the mindset. Believe it that I really need it. I really need this. Then you find a way to
to
it.
do it.
I think if we all write our goals that way,
Yes,
it's possible to achieve them.
the other thing with that example of forex trading is sometimes because of that pressure, we jump into starting things that we know nothing about.
Yes.
We have not researched any information regarding forex trading, and then you just jump into forex trading without knowing the risks, without knowing what is it that I'm trading and how does it work. Suddenly you have put in all your savings, you lose them, you give up.
When it comes to goals, if you don't do proper goal setting, you will pay with your money, right?
Yeah.
If you enter into something without knowing what you are entering into, for example, the example that you just gave about forex, you pay for that with your money.
Your sweat, you will pay with your sweat
Exactly.
and tears too.
Then when it comes to the weight loss, most of the people who goes for banting, 3 weeks or first month they lose maybe 5 pounds. Then they are satisfied that I've lost weight. They go back to the previous lifestyle to triple. You get the point?
Yeah.
But if you become, it means you make it your lifestyle. It becomes permanent.
You mentioned something about setting goals properly.
Yes.
Would you want to maybe just shed more light on what you reckon is probably the ideal way of making goals?
Okay. The, traditionally they say goals must be smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe when you are setting goals,
Yeah.
first thing, it starts from a dream.
Mm-hmm.
You dream about it. Everyone has aspirations, right?
Mm.
When you sit down, you close your eyes, you see a lot of
yourself,
things. You see yourself owning a business, or you see yourself being a manager of a big company. You see yourself, we see ourselves doing a lot of things or being a lot of things. That's
Yeah.
the first step.
Mm-hmm.
So, amongst all the things that you see yourself being, there is one that thrills you or something that you believe in.
Yeah.
So, you dream as big as you can, dream as big as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the next thing, write them down.
Yeah.
Write your dreams
Very,
down,
very
write your
important.
goals down. Exactly. The reason why you should write them, when you write, you internalize it, becomes part of you. It's like you are taking it from the inner mind or the subconscious mind right to the conscious mind.
Where must we write them?
Write them on a paper.
Because I might just write them on a tissue, or just write them on a little piece of paper.
That's why.
That can just easily get lost.
So they should be somewhere where you know they will be safe. I believe if you have a dream, when you share your dream with people, when you share your goals with people, you give them they become aware of what you want to do.
So you think it's okay for me to just share my goals, my dreams with anyone who cares to listen, or maybe there should be a certain group of people who can be accountable to follow up? Because I think there are certain people with whom, if you share your goals with them, and these people, they don't have the same aspirations or the same vision as you have, you are bound to to be discouraged, because they don't believe in what you believe, they don't see what you see. And some of the people, the tendency that we have is to just look down upon someone if we think that they think maybe highly of themselves.
Okay.
So we just tend to discourage them, look down upon them. So suppose I come and I tell you,
yes,
Nashe, I think I've got this goal that I want to have a high value share company.
Yeah.
And then you laugh. Why? Because at the moment you know my current bank balance. You know my current bank balance, you know my current situation, and probably maybe the day before now, I would have maybe come to you asking for some favors, for some little money, and you help me.
And here I come with a big dream.
And here I come to you with a big dream that you know definitely requires a huge capital. Are you going to say, that's a good one, I'm going to support you? Or there need to be that, discretion, that discernment to see who amongst the people around me can I share my vision, my goals with.
Let me tell you what once happened to me. I'm a person who is always taking risks. I love risks.
Yeah, you do.
And when I take risk, I don't overanalyze like what a lot of people do. When I love something, I go in. So I used to say, when I have a goal, or when I have a dream that I want to pursue, I tell people, I'm thinking of doing this. Then a lot of people will say, yes, go for it, right? And in most of those goals, most of them I would fail at the end, or I would leave them without completing them, right?
Mm.
And I once heard one of the people that I used to tell saying that you unongotanga ma-projects awusingapedzi.
Yeah.
You get that point? To someone, it may be demotivating to hear someone saying that.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you may say, okay, I won't tell them, right? But to me, that actually motivated me because I don't want them to say it again. They said it, and when I looked at it, of course I didn't. It was true. You get the point? So sometimes unogona kutadza kuudza munhu. Why? Because you are scared of the truth, or you don't want accountability. You just want to hide behind a leaf. So when you tell people what you want to do, people will be looking at you. You said you want to do that. Did you do it? Or maybe you are scared of an African proverbs which says.
Was saying this song, which is a Shona proverb that says, on some journeys, you actually notify people when you are back. The support is different. People can support you if they probably, I can't say know you, but within your circle, within your family or circle of friends, there are those people who will support you in whatever that you do. And they are solidly behind you and pushing you actually to get to your goals. Such that if it's a business that you want to start, they are even willing to give you capital. They are even willing to come and offer their service in form of time.
Okay.
Then there are those people who will be talking behind your back. They've got this mindset that we want to see if she will do it. We want to see how she will do it, or we know that she won't be able to do it. So there are those people who've got this negativity, and because you don't want to attract that negative energy, you won't tell them. Yeah.
Have you ever been disappointed by the people who are close to you? Have you ever been disappointed by the people you believe they should support you? So how do you then select the people to tell? Because sometimes the one you miss or the one you think they will talk behind your back. They are the ones who support you, and the ones that you value, the ones that you put very closer to you, maybe the ones who talk behind you.
I think I've got two thoughts right now. The first one is, how do you know what you ask? How do you know which ones to tell? I think history is the best teacher.
Exactly.
So if you look back your relationship with these people, in those small things, the small details of your life that you've shared with them, what did they do with that information? Were they faithful enough to hold on to that information or to support you in the smallest things that you shared with them? If they were faithful with the small things, then I trust they will be faithful with the bigger things. But if they failed with the smallest thing that you shared with them, then definitely this one is too big for them.
I agree with you. So you should not make assumptions that this one, I can't trust him or I can't trust her without that person breaking your trust. When you have your dreams, you write them down, right? Then the next thing, you need support. You need people to hold you accountable for your dreams. You need people to say, where are you now? What have you done now?
To check on you.
To check on you, right? So that's the second thing. You have your dreams, you write them down, you tell people about your dreams. Then the next thing, you plan.
That's where you need
Exactly.
to research.
For example, now we say I have a dream. I want to be wealthy.
Yeah.
That's too big dream, right? It's not specific. You want to be wealthy. What exactly do you want? What exactly will you be doing that will bring you that wealth? You get the point?
Yes.
So you want to be wealthy, you can say, okay, I want to do forex trading. That's what you want to do. I want to start forex trading.
Yeah.
And I want to make money doing forex trading. Then it goes to, what do you do then for you to do that? Then you research, seek for knowledge.
Okay, so for someone who is set some goals for 2024,
yes.
Now we are going to December, and probably they have achieved 30%, 40% of those goals.
Exactly.
And maybe they are losing hope, because probably, when we are setting goals, we tend to put a time frame. By 2024 I must have this, by the end of 2024 I must have this. But looking at the time now, it's almost 2024 is almost done. It's almost
already,
gone.
yes.
And
we are sealing it.
Yes, and you look at your goals is to have a long list of unachieved goals. Shall we say goal setting is not being effective for that person, or is there hope for that person?
If you wrote your goals at the beginning of 2024, then now you look at your list, then you can say, out of these 30 goals or out of these 500 goals on my book, I have achieved these 3. That calls for celebration.
Exactly.
Because there are people who don't have even goals that they've written. There are people who are living like birds. They just wake up, they go to work, come back. There are people who doesn't have a plan. There are people who are working for food.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you manage to write down the goals, even if you achieve one of those goals,
you have to celebrate.
It calls for celebration. Or if you almost you didn't achieve anything, but you almost achieved it.
Must we celebrate that I went for a gym for a week?
For that week, that's why we are saying, I think you just rushed into doing because if you have a change of mind, if you now believe that I am going to do this, you cancel the gym.
I cancelled the goal.
So it means if we can do that.
You get to a point where you accept that maybe I set the wrong goal.
Okay, that's when you start to think maybe the goal was too big for me.
Yeah. Or maybe it was not smart.
It was not smart. Because usually when we set our goals, we even walk in the gym. There were people who were in the gym,
but
there were people who were doing it.
But I must applaud you.
What have I done?
You supported.
Hey, it was not my dream. That was not my dream. So
you did support me though. Yeah, for those 2 days. I think you contributed to me giving up anyway.
How?
Because the day we went together, I think twice. During that week I started.
Yes.
We went together twice. And then on the following Monday, which was my last day, You were not there. I went there and I was by myself. I asked myself when I was in the gym, like, what am I doing here? And I gave up.
So you're saying
So you should have, you should have come with me.
So yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, because
I was here sleeping.
Yeah. You should have just come with me. You see, I wanted to push it, and I was like, I'm going. I will go by myself.
You know, when you have a dream, you have to know that it's a personal dream.
Yeah,
we should not dream for others. What you just said, I made you lose hope and I demotivated you. You end up not going because of me, right? On the first one, I was your support system. I was supporting you. But when I changed my mind, because it was not my dream.
It was not your goal.
It was not my goal. So a lot of goals, we miss a lot of goals sometimes because of people, peer pressure.
Yeah, and because our relationships can be broken with the people that supported you when you started pursuing your goal, and you feel like you can't do it without them.
Then you also give up.
Just break away from your goal.
So, of course, we need people to support us with our goals, but we shouldn't be dependent on those people.
Yeah, we should have that personal attachment.
Self-motivation.
Exactly, that's the word.
Exactly.
Self-motivation.
So after these two things, the do, that to lead, those things are the ones that will lead to have. Have is the last point. So what you need to do once you have your plan, take the small steps. Some of the times, a lot of people, we fail because we want to start big.
I want to get rich quickly.
We want to get rich quick. I want to start now, and next week I want to be driving a Porsche car.
You just want to get it on the spot. Like if it's forex trading, you would just want to boom. And meanwhile, we want to boom, the market will crash you. Like
I had a friend in Zimbabwe. I was in SA during that time. My friend said, you know what, Tinashe, there's a deal here. If you deposit 300, if you deposit 100, after 2 weeks it will be 200. I sent her 300. After 2 weeks, she gave me 600.
And it was
that was
like
super.
100% profit.
Then she said, you know, now it's now a mega deal. So
once you hear the mega
it's a mega deal. So what's happening? They are now taking 1,500. If you put 1,500, 2 weeks, that would be 3,000. Unfortunately, I didn't have that money. I had half. Then I said, you know what? What if we just do half, so that we can all win, right? But she didn't have during that time. Then we left it out. The people who deposit those 1.5.
That was the last of it.
That was the last of it. So when you have your goal, don't bank your goal on people. Don't. If I tell you that I'm investing in this and I'm making a lot of money, don't dream on me like making me the one, your savior, the one who is gonna make you money. Learn and do it yourself.
But must we all do it by ourselves?
Who can achieve your goal for you?
I think it depends with the goal. So if, say for example, I want to earn money.
You want to earn money, yes.
And I look at what I have available to me at the moment, and then I see that I've got some cash that I am not using, and I'd like to invest this money.
You want to invest, okay.
And earn an interest, for example.
Yes.
So I meet my friend who has got this business opportunity, and in that business opportunity, they are willing to offer me interest if I invest my money, or if I give them money to inject in their business. So my goal is to maybe say I want to have 4% of this money this year.
Yes.
So I put my money in that business. Can we say that I am, that is not a goal enough?
If that's your goal, we can't say it's not a goal enough. Why? Because once you're investing in me, it means you're accepting the risk that comes with your investment. Because there is no investment that is risk-free, right? So, if I'm generous enough, I will tell you the risks that are attached. But if I'm not, I would want to use your money for me to gain more leverage. Ndokuudza kuti you are investing, and there is a probability that we may lose. The probability that you may lose all your money.
99.99%.
So you can't do it. Okay, so the point behind here is when you want to invest in something that you know.
Something that
do your research. Right. I once read The Richest Man in Babylon. The guy in that book, at first, he had a friend, a builder, who was going on a journey. Then he said, "You know what, friend? I'm going abroad. When I go abroad, if you give me this money, I'm going to buy a lot of jewelries there. Then we will come here. Then we will sell them." This is a builder. He's talking about jewelries.
Yeah.
Then he invested his money into the builder.
How can a builder know about jewelry?
Jack of all trades. So when you are investing in people, I'm not saying you shouldn't invest in people. If you trust that your money will be safe in the hands of someone, then do. But you have to do your due diligence. Invest in something that you know.
Or someone who is knowledgeable
about what they are doing. And after all, for me, I prefer to lose money myself than to let somebody lose the money for me. Exactly. That one is more painful to me.
From my understanding, a goal can be something that we want to achieve at a specific date or by a certain date.
Yes.
So this can span across years, or it can be something that is achieved within 1 year or within a short period of time.
You're right. They say there are short-term goals, long-term goals, and we could say there are also strategic goals. Those are 5 years,
5 to 10 years
going up, right? Then for me, what I do, I have my big goal. For example, my big goal is to make a lot of money through property business, right? I want to go into real estate and make a lot of money. That's a big goal, right? How much do I need for me to buy the first property? If we look in the market here, I need 300,000, right? I don't have 300,000. That's what calls to the short-term goals.
Yeah.
My bigger dream is to do something that requires 300,000. Then the short-term goals, those are batches or steps. The first short-term goal, maybe it can go to 3 months. In this 3 months, I will go for this deal, which will give me 10,000. Right. So I go from the 1,000 that I have now, it takes me to 10,000. Now I have 10,000. It means a bigger deal or a bigger hustle. So if you can make 1,000, then you repeat the same steps that made you 1,000. You keep replicating those small steps. At the end of the day, you see yourself getting closer to the bigger goal.
So another thing that I just speak that we need is, and that is very important, apart from the self-motivation that we talked about,
yes,
is the patience. The patience to wait, and at the same time you need to set a goal that is realistic in a way that it doesn't put a lot of pressure on you.
Yes.
Such that you are able to wait patiently until it matures, until it happens. Because the thing is, I think with me, the reason why I had to give up on my goal for gym,
yes,
is I wanted to lose a lot of weight within a short period of time. I should have probably done, went to the gym sparingly until I build the momentum to be able to go every day, to be able to do it, consistently, and build that momentum and that, progress.
yes.
But then I just jumped into it and I just want to achieve it. I want to lose 10 pounds in a month, and it puts a lot of pressure on me, and suddenly I'm in pain.
And it killed your motivation.
It kills the motivation. So it has to be the small plans that you make have to be palatable. They have to be smaller and chewable if it would be food, such that it doesn't discourage you, so that you can progress with it until it matures. Because the problem is, we just want to do it within a short space of time. We just want to be rich within a short space of time. We just want to have a lot of viewers within a short space of time. But
how? What are you doing? So that's what matters, right? And I also think you need to evaluate the type of a person you are, because we are different. There are people who are just workers, and they are looking for greater opportunities. There are people who are just business minded, and even if you give them a good job, they are still not happy about it. There are people who are just lazy, naturally lazy, right? So sometimes look at yourself. What type of a person am I? There are people who are risk takers. There are people who are not risk tolerant. So who are you?
Know yourself.
Don't give too much pressure on yourself. For example, you start your gym today, you want to do 50 push-ups, you want to lift
to
those
run.
weights.
So there was this lady who was running next to me on this, what is that thing that
Treadmill.
on the treadmill. You know, she was doing like 6 kilometers, and I'm like, I want to join in, I want to do 6 kilometers. But Atenda has just been walking, like, you know, don't know where this lady is coming from and when she started this gym thing. You just want to, but you're not there yet.
So it's like you don't know what's pushing that lady, and
Copying.
you are just copying. You just see, hey, that person is making money, he is doing forex trading. The next day you are doing forex trading. Or that person is selling properties and is buying and selling properties. Then tomorrow you are risking your money on that.
And you know nothing about
You
it.
know nothing about it. So that's a recipe for disaster. And when that happens, you'll be demotivated, and it may not be easy for you to rise. We are not saying those who enter into a venture with proper knowledge, they don't fail.
They do.
They also do fail. But those ones, when they fail, it's easy for them to get up stronger because they know where they are going. They know the destination.
Exactly.
But for me, who knows nothing, I'm just copying what others are doing. When I fall, I will be hurt. I will be hurt, and I'll fall hard. You get the point? We spoke about 3 things that can help us to achieve our goals. 1, we spoke about be, do, and have. On the be, we were saying you have to work on your mentality, work on your emotion, your emotional state. You have to believe what you want to achieve. Then once you believe, that's when you will be able to set goals, write them down. Then that's when you will have the small steps that you need to take for you to achieve that goal. And the happiness will be at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, and you need to be self-motivated. You need to be patient with yourself. And you need to believe in what you're doing. Research. You need to increase knowledge about what you want to get into. Don't just get into something blindly. And I think the key things is, one of the other thing is, be confident in yourself that you can do this thing.
It's easier for you to rise when you fall. Because if you don't believe in yourself, trust me, the journey to achieving goals, it's not easy. It's grumpy, and you have to prepare for your landing when you fall, because definitely
you will fall.
You fall. I always tell people that I would rather get an advice from someone who has fallen many times than someone who has never failed. Because the person who fall, when they tell you something, they're talking from experience. They know how hard it is to fall.
Exactly.
So when you're setting goals, guys, don't be scared to fall. Fear, it's one of the things that deter action. Fear of failure. What will people say when I fail? Can I do it? Will I be able to manage? I can't handle the humiliation of failing.
I can't do it.
I can do it. So once you have that mentality, that negative mind, you may not achieve any goal. So in goal setting, believe in yourself. Always keep on doing, because we get experience from doing.
Yeah, you said earlier, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Exactly. Like now, we are on the sixth episode, right? If one is to check from the first episode going to the episode now, you can see the difference.
Yes.
Why, as you go, you revisit, you evaluate, you see the mistakes of yesterday, then you prepare for tomorrow. Yes. So guys, don't give up. Whatever goals that you had or the resolutions that you had for 2024, if you check on your checklist and there is none that has been achieved, don't lose hope.
Carry them over to 2025.
Carry them over to 2025. But now, do something different. Because if what you were doing or if what you are doing in 2024 is not taking you closer to your goals, it means it's not about changing the goals. You need to change the strategy.
Yes.
You need to change the way you are working towards those goals. Don't just have things on paper, but you should have a strategy. I have my goals here, so how am I going to achieve them? Yes. So when you carry them to 2025, be different. Change your mindset.
And be true to yourself. Be truthful with yourself, because it doesn't help anyone to lie to yourself and make yourself believe things that you definitely know you're not going to do. Be truthful, face your fears, and that way you can come up with a plan that is actually real, a plan that works, because it doesn't help to imagine a person that you're not. So self-evaluate yourself as the year is ending. Look at the things that you did wrong. Look at the things that you didn't do that you're supposed to do. Look at the things that you can change about yourself, not the goal. The goal is got no problem, it's just on paper, isn't it? But it's you who wants to action it. What did I miss? What did I not do?
And wakambona arimi guys rekuti they imitate a life that they are not yet in. They want to live rich. They want to appear rich. So at the end of the day, they are acquiring very expensive apparels because they want to appear. They are getting into credits because they want to appear. Credit cards, all their credit cards, they are exhausted because they want to appear. They want to create an image to people that yay, I'm rich. You get the point. I've made it.
Don't deceive yourself.
Don't deceive yourself. If you deceive yourself now, what people do, the same people who are quit a cheer up are the same people who will be talking behind you when you fall.
Exactly.
And some of them, fake, they know, but they'll still cheer.
They might just cheer you and laugh at you behind your back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the bulk of the people around.
So like what Tatenda said, be honest to yourself.
Exactly.
Once you believe or once you know where you are, the state where you are, that's when you can know that I need to improve. This is not where I want to be. But when you fake it, undopa warutipa pressure, you know the point.
Some say fake it until you make it, but I'm still to understand that statement, but fake it until you make it.
So as we manage a power to fake it in I'll get the pressure. Then I'll work hard, right? And I will make it.
You might also just get the pressure to fake it until you make it. A bunch of fake people. Well, Guys, thank you so much for listening in our episode 6. We are so excited that you stayed with us, and we are so happy that as the year is ending, we've managed to share some nuggets, some pointers for you and me to just look into and refer back and mark ourselves. Did we do well in 2024? What are we going to do in 2025? And we hope 2025 is going to bring good tidings and is going to bring us closer to our goals.
Yes, and if you're new to the channel, please like, share our video, press the notification button. Every week we are dropping a video. Cheers guys, let's meet in the next video, in the next episode.
See you.